everybody and welcome back to another On The Table video, guys. I hope you all are doing fantastically. Thank you very much for tuning in. So guys, what are we going to be looking at on today's video? Well, we're going to be looking at two things that have got a bit of a Chillcon flavour, a bit of a Chillcon vibe to them. The first thing is a cool miniature from, not a GW product either, it's actually from Atlantis Miniatures, and the second thing is something, a bit of a secret almost. It's secrets guys, Chillcon secrets, I'll tell you that. But yeah, basically we're taking a little bit of a break from the Adeptus Mechanicus, maybe for a video or two, and then we will resume back with some more AdMech stuff, because I've really gotten heavily into them. Basically, I need to build all this stuff here, right there in the corner. I need to put all that shit together, and then I need to attach them to the bodies, which are actually hiding up there on the shelf of purgatory. But anyway, let's continue. So the first thing I'm going to show you, firstly, it's not a GW miniature. It's from Atlantis Miniatures. Atlantis Miniatures are incredible. They've attended Chillcon for the past couple of years, and every time they astonish me with the quality of their resin casts and the detail of their miniatures. They do mainly fantasy miniatures currently, and that is kind of like big trolls. They also do some really nice dwarf kits and smaller infantry models as well. However, last year at the Chillcon in Derby, I believe, I managed to pick up a beautiful sculpt of a troll, and here he is, guys. I've actually finished him and I've painted him up. Basically, I wanted something that I could enter into Chillcon, but I also wanted something that was going to kind of stretch my airbrushing skills a little bit, because up until now, I've only kind of really relied on the airbrush for blocking in colour, applying primers, and doing washes and stuff. I know you shouldn't do washes, it's a huge waste, but it's easier. But yeah, so I decided to do this kick-ass troll. He's basically three parts if you want to include the base. He's got his legs and then his body, and that's basically it. But one of the things that drew me to this model is I just love, I'm going to have to move the camera down a smidge. There we go, just so you guys can see him a little bit better. I just love how utterly hench this guy is. He is literally built like a brick shithouse. There's a couple of other troll models that they've done since this, and I might pick up a few more. I wanted to do this guy as like a forest troll, hence why he's got a bit of a foresty theme, but I also did a lot of nice shading with the airbrush. As you can see, he's kind of got multiple tones on there. I was really pleased with the way done. I know it's probably not the best airbrushing, but I think I'm going to enter this in the open category at Chillcon Derby, because I really like how he turned out, and I fancy my chances a little bit. But yeah, so it was a really easy model to build. There was nothing to it. I did want to add some extra textures to it, so I wanted to have kind of like a mossy, kind of foresty back to him, like he's almost been lurking in the forest floor, lurking in the mud. So I used a lot of the GW texture, mud texture stuff. What is it? Not Xandri dust. It's basically like a mud paste. And I did that, and I stuck a load of twigs in it. These are just twigs from my parents' garden. I went and raided their bushes and stuff for some little dried up twigs. Did some moss effects, some static grass, and it looks like he's, you know, all this is just, he's just emerged from the depths. And did a little bit of work on the base. It's not often that I pay this much attention to basing, but I was very happy with the way it turned out. I didn't have to repaint the logs. The logs are actually the perfect colour, and we got some little skulls and stuff there from the GW skull screw, just to add some little splashes of differential colour. There's even a little skull on his back there. But no, I was really happy with the way this turned out. I was a bit at first, because like I say, my airbrush skills are not that good, but I think he turned out okay. One of the things I like about him as well, I actually did quite a nice job on the face, as you guys can see there. Let me just zoom in on his face. Look, I even did the eyes! I got in there with the tiniest of brushes and did eyes. I hate zooming in on things with the camera, it makes stuff look fucking awful. Much better to see with the naked eye than with the camera. But yeah, I was very happy with this, guys. So please let me know. Any of you Golden Demon winners out there, or any of you pro painters out there, let me know what I maybe could have done better, or give me some pointers on this one. But I feel that I've done a pretty good job on this, and I will be excited to get maybe another big troll miniature at Chillcon Derby on the 22nd of September. My dogs have just gone apeshit for some reason. Oi, shut up! Be quiet! God damn it. I think Post has probably come through the door, that's what they've heard. But anyway, so, here we have the troll, the Atlantis Games troll. I'm very happy with him. But anyway, moving on. Another thing for Chillcon. A while ago, me and my wife, well, George really, none than me, she wanted to experiment with making some casts and like casting up some stuff. And I thought to myself, that's something I might be able to utilise for a secret project for Chillcon. And I went looking around in my bits box and I found this thing here. I'll show you. This is a Crux Terminatus. Well, you would think it's a Crux Terminatus, wouldn't you? It is actually not licensed by Games Workshop, this piece. I've had this for, God, about 10 years. I remember picking it up off eBay for really cheap. I don't know why I bought it. I think I was maybe going to use it as like a base for something or something else. But it would make something perfect for a little project that I've got in mind for Chillcon. So I thought to myself, do you know what, I'll go in there, I'll clean it up a little bit, tidy it up. So people will probably be in the comments like, actually, that is a Crux Terminatus. It's not a workshop licensed one. I don't know what it's from. I don't know whether it's another, it's just like, maybe it's like a board game piece or something, but I have done every bit of research I could possibly think of to try and piece this together, try and lead this back to Workshop or Forge World, and it is not there. The Forge World do a Crux Terminatus, like a big one, or did do one, should I say. I believe it's discontinued now, but it looks nothing like this. It's very, very much more square. And the skull is much more like a human. It's the stylized kind of like skull, I believe. This one, almost like an alien skull. It's really strange. But yeah, I even did like reverse Google image searches and stuff, and I didn't come up with anything apart from, I think, the old eBay post when I bought it like 10 years ago. And so I thought, do you know what? This, because it's not licensed by Workshop, we're no danger of getting sued by them. They don't have to release the jets. I could cast this up and make some reproductions of it. So I thought to myself, I'll clean it up, I'll kind of fill in the gaps and the holes with green stuff to make the other casting process go a bit better, and I'll learn how to cast. Basically, me and the wife, because she's better at measuring stuff out, truthfully, we made some resin moulds. Not resin moulds, we made some silicon moulds. We were going to go with alginate, but alginate apparently doesn't last too long, it breaks down. So we made this. A big hockey puck. No, it didn't really. It's the mould that it went into. This is basically made out of a silicon. It's supposed to be not kiln dry, tin cure silicon. However, I don't know whether, because like I say, I'm not well into like casting at all, so I managed to pick up some condensation cure silicon. I believe it's the same stuff. Any of you guys that have had any experience with casting, please let me know whether or not I've got the right stuff. I mean, it worked, it's done the job, it's got the reproductions that I want to, and it's made a reusable silicon mold. Basically, I went on eBay, and all the stuff that I needed to do the castings, with the stuff that you'll see left over in a second, was only came to about £30, including postage and packaging, so I was pretty chuffed with that. So the stuff that I use is this stuff here. So it's PDW Creative Materials, silicon 500 grams, condensation cure, and you get a catalyst with it as well. It's like a mint. It goes like a mint green, like the mold here. And like I said, this is where my wife came in, because I'm rubbish with like ratios and how and like not really mixing stuff, but how to like get the right amount of catalyst versus the right amount of silicon. So she was the one that was doing all the measuring and stuff, and I got to do the pouring. I got to do the fun stuff, guys. Yes. But anyway, so this is what you make the mold out of. So that was about 25 quid. And you get this here. Then you need, obviously, resin to pour. This is what's called, by the way, this is called an open face mold. I wanted to go with something simple, because now I have the tools, I have the technology, I can now mold and cast anything I want, providing it has a flat bottom to it. Basically, what you do, you get the piece that you want to make a mould of. You glue it down flat to the bottom of a container. Obviously, container goes around the edge. You pour in the silicon. I was actually really happy with this as well, because it didn't get too many air bubbles in it, which is really, really happy. You'll see on the reproductions in a second. I used what's called the bombs away method. Now, normally you just dump it in, and then you'd have like an agitator, which is like a vibration machine or a vacuum machine. That'll pull a vacuum, pull all the air bubbles bubbles out of it and vibrate all the air bubbles out of it. I didn't have any of those. So I used the bombs away method. And basically the bombs away method is when you get your silicon and you mix it up in your container and you pour it from a very, very high height. So it's a very, very tiny, thin little stream. It takes a little while, but you fill it up gradually. And yeah, you shouldn't get any air bubbles. But yeah, so with that stuff, I made this mould. Then I used the resin. This is the resin that I use. This is a quick cure water clear casting resin. Now, this also comes, I believe, with a catalyst and a hardener. Again, the ratios are all there, but I don't understand any of that stuff because it's got numbers on it. So she did all the calculations, all the measuring with this. And literally, you can have this as it is. It looks like a weird pinky colour, but it actually dries super clear, like clearer than ice. You might say crystal clear. You could even say water clear. But yeah, really, really cool stuff to work with. I added a colour to mine. I added like a yellow ink, and basically, out of the mould, I produced this here. So this is like a weird clear resin. It smells like, if anyone's ever had any of that Chinese kind of like knockoff resin, it smells like that, which leads me to believe it's probably not the best to actually breathe in. And now looking on the bottle, it says, don't inhale. I don't know whether that's inhale this resin, so I can't go huffing this and getting a little bit high. But I sure as hell will be wearing a mask when I come to sand these down, because as you can see, it's got a very high shine to it. Look at the reflection there in the light. Ha! It's like staring at the sun. You guys are staring at the sun. Not really, it's my light. But yeah, so it needs a little bit of sanding now. Not too much with this mould. This mould is actually pretty perfect. But as it came out, there's no real imperfections in it. And in regards to this as well, when it comes out, it's very sticky. You've got to leave it for about another day once it comes out of the mould in order for the stickiness to go. But once it's out of the mould, it paints up very nicely, as you can see here. Again, Chillcon secrets. You'll get more of an idea of what I'm doing later down the line with this. Also, if you keep an eye on the Chillcon Facebook page and the Chillcon Instagram, you'll find out more cool stuff as well. Links to the Chillcon stuff is all going to be in the doobly-doo down below. I'm just going to move my light because it's doing my edit. Also, I might leave, if anyone wants to have a play with these kind of materials, I might leave the eBay links to these, if I remember. So don't forget to check the description for all that. You'll also, in the description, find links to my Facebook group and my own personal Instagram, which I'm very active on. So you might want to go and follow there. Keep knocking my pissing light. But yeah, guys, so from this, to this, to this, to this, I'm very happy with the way these came out. They painted up really, really nice, and it means that I can actually make lots of reproductions of them. So take from that what you may for Chillcon. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much it, what I've got to show you this video. Sorry it's not been very much. I will show you some cool stuff next time as well. Probably not of a Mechanicus-related stuff, but it'll be cool nonetheless. And I will leave it there, guys. So, thank you very much for watching. Pop a comment in the doobly-doo down below if you've liked this video, and give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So, thank you very much for watching. See you now, and goodbye.